Guys, welcome to our CTD live session. We wanted to do kind of a special session to talk about the impending weather and the hurricanes that have already hit and may be yet to make landfall. So we're here in our Houston, Texas office. Obviously this area has been hit pretty hard with Hurricane Harvey in Rockport and Victoria and Ingleside. Obviously Houston got it really bad, as well as Beaumont and Port Arthur and the Golden Triangle. So first and foremost, we want to send our thoughts and prayers to those who have been impacted by the flooding or the hurricane. And we also have been first responders to our customers in those areas as well. And we're out in the field. We have crews that have been mobilized to help get our customers back up and running. So we're here just to talk really quickly as Hurricane Irma is still out in the water about what some of those steps would be important to take prior to it making landfall. So I'm going to turn it over to Brandon Reese so he can tell us a little bit about those steps.
Yeah, so before I go through the steps that we'd like to recommend for getting your cooling tower prepared for the hurricane, I guess first I should say that we were very fortunate here at the Cooling Tower Depot Houston office that we really didn't sustain any damage from the storm. Which means that we have our warehouse and shipping operations here working just well, just fine. So if you're in an area that looks like you may be impacted by the upcoming hurricane, there's a couple of things that you can do to prepare your cooling tower for minimal damage to from the hurricane. So the first thing we want to do is shut down the motors and lock them out. So you want to make sure that those motors don't have any kind of electrical charge running to them and have them safely locked out. The next thing we're going to ask that you do is to secure the fan blades. So you want to tie those down and secure them. Double check that they can't rotate in either direction and try to keep them nice and secure. Also check the hurricane bolts and hardware on the fan stacks. Make sure that those are nice and tight. Those hurricane bolts are there for a reason. It's to help keep the fan stacks to the fan deck in high wind situations. And then if you also have a lightning protection system, just to make sure that it's grounded properly, it's still connected properly. If you happen to be on the dirty side of the storm, you're going to be exposed to more thunderstorms and more probability of lightning strikes. And then lastly, past the storm, after the storm, when things are all clear and you're getting ready to start up the cooling tower again, we want to make sure that you check the equipment for proper rotation. So, in high wind scenarios like that, make sure that the fan blades are still pitched properly and you have correct balance and alignment of all the mechanical equipment, and that it's nice and smooth rotating. You're not hitting any of the edges of the fan stack. So those are a couple of things that you can do to get ready for the storm, and then what you can do after the storm to get things back online. Now, Cooling Tower Depot, we're going to have emergency response crews and personnel available after the storm. So if for some reason, if you unfortunately have damage to your cooling tower, we're going to post a couple of contacts in the links below to contact us. Make sure to get a hold of us. We can be there very quickly. We'll be available 24/7, and we will be staging personnel just outside of the disaster area for immediate response if needed. One of the nice things about the size of our company, we have locations in Baton Rouge and Houston and San Antonio and Oklahoma, that we have materials on the ground. We're one of the largest cooling tower companies in the country, so we have the crews available to assist in disaster time where we're not necessarily taking away from our existing clients. So we have the manpower and the capability to help you should you need it. So with that, please keep us in mind. Hopefully there's not going to be any sustained damage, but from Houston here, we obviously feel your concern from the upcoming storm as we just went through it ourselves. So.
And also, if you have any questions that you'd like to ask us, please post a comment or reach out to us via our contact information in the post as well.
So thanks for giving us a look, and we'll look forward to speaking with you next time.
Thank you.